मैं सही बता रहा हूँ लोगों को, मेरा मन नहीं था भाई स्ट्रीम करने का। मेरा प्लान था कि मैं स्ट्रीम करूँगा, बट मेरा ऐसा मन नहीं था। और कल गलती से भाई नेट चला गया था, तो भाई स्ट्रीम ही बंद होगी। मैं पहले कहा था भाई, लिखा हुआ है मैंने जस्ट चेक कि भाई सही आ रहा नहीं, क्योंकि भाई मेरी बिरयानी ठंडी हो रही है। बैस क्या आज बना हुआ है मेस में, क्या कहते हैं उसे भाई, वेट लेट मी चेक। एक मिनट मेरे को चेक करने दो भाई, सब कुछ चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा। लेट मी चेक। आवाज़ ठीक आ रही है? आठ मैं क्या कह रहा था, हाँ ठीक है। मैं हुआ है हमारा लेडी फिंगर, नो नो ब्रिंजल करी। ब्रिंजल करी बनी हुई है, सबसे वर्स्ट खाना भाई, लिटरली को पता नहीं होगा, इतना घटिया खाना भाई वो भाई, बट स्टिल खाना पड़ता है। और मैं पिछले एक साल से वही खा रहा था, मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, एवरी थर्सडे मेरा होता है बिरयानी। एज यू कैन सी, मेरे को पता नहीं दिख रही नहीं दिख रही। अच्छा ठीक है, ये पूरी पड़ी गया पूरा, हाफ निकाला मैं गया तो धोना मैंने कुछ आना पड़ता है यार। थर्ड फ्लोर पे भाई, मैं सोचा कि मैं पहले स्ट्रीम करते तो खा लेता हूँ, थोड़े मजे कर लेते हैं ऐसा, तो थोड़ा नया कुछ नया लाते हैं। बट मैंने कहा ना भाई ना, फिर मैंने कहा चलो गांड बनाओ भाई। अब जो मन कर गया भाई कर ही लेते हैं भाई, क्योंकि इतना टाइम तो मिलेगा नहीं भाई। एक साल पड़ा है पास यूनिवर्सिटी, मतलब डिग्री खत्म होने में। आई डोंट थिंक स्ट्रीम करने वाला हूँ, तो अभी है मेरे को मौका। इतनी जल्दी निकल रहा भाई ये पूरे यूनिवर्सिटी का, मेरे को रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ता है भाई। बट व्हाई नॉट स्ट्रीम ब्रो, व्हाई नॉट, एक छवि छूट जाएगी भाई और कुछ। तो मैं सिर्फ खाना खाऊंगा और फिर मैं गेम खेलूंगा भाई अपनी। उसके बाद मेरे को धोने जाना पड़ेगा अपना। देखते हैं भाई, बिरयानी अच्छी है भाई, ठंडी हो रही है बिरयानी, अभी को वेस्ट नहीं करना। फिर मैं तो देख रहा था पूरी वीडियो, और 5 मिनट से खाना खा रहा हूँ, तुम पता नहीं तो। और मेरे को पता नहीं मैं क्या करूँ भाई, फक यार बहुत खतरनाक है भाई ये। कोई लाइव देख रहा है भाई, चैट करके देख लो भाई एक बार। मैंने भाई एक बार कुछ नया इंस्टॉल नई चीज ट्राई किया है, मेरे को पता नहीं वो करता नहीं करता वो, देखी जाएगी हमें क्या है। फिर यार मैं वीडियो देखूंगा, अगर मेरे को कॉपीराइट पड़ जाता तो मैं चेंज कर दूंगा ऑफ कोर्स। बट भाई मेरे को अभी सिर्फ खाना खाना है, और फिर मैं गेम खेलूंगा। फॉलोअर 3 अभी नहीं खेलूंगा, मतलब मेरा मुंह पूरा हट चुका उससे भाई। मेरे को मल्टीप्लेयर खेलने में ज़्यादा मजा आता है भाई। स्टोरी मोड चलो ठीक है, ओपन वर्ल्ड भाई मैं क्या करूँ लिटरली, पूरा टाइम है तुम खेलते रहो। तो फिर आई थिंक सो मैं फॉलोअर 3 अब घर जाके ही खेलूंगा, या फिर मैं वो भी नहीं खेलूंगा, या फिर मैं यहाँ पे आके खेलूंगा भाई, जो 4 महीने बाद होगा। वरना मैं नहीं खेलने वाला फॉल। मेरे को फील हो रहा है। फिर दो की लिटरेचर क्लब, और फिर मैं जब घर जाऊंगा तो भाई मल्टीप्लेयर अपने दोस्तों के साथ खेलूंगा। 91 तो ही है मेरा। एंड आई थिंक मैं खाना स्टार्ट करूँ, क्योंकि ठंडा हो रहा है। और भाई क्या टेस्टी खाना भाई, ब्रिंजल कर से कांट यू कांट गो रॉन्ग विद बिरयानी ब्रो, स्पेशली जब वो है लिटरली साउथ इंडिया की बिरयानी ब्रो, साउथ इंडिया की बिरयानी क्या ब्रो। तो भाई मैं जा रहा हूँ खाने के लिए, मेरे को खाने खाने जा कर रहा हूँ, मतलब ये तो रहा। और मैं वीडियो देख रहा हूँ, आई थिंक सो, फक, थिंक सो वर्क करना चाहिए। और मैं माइक उतार रहा हूँ भाई, ठीक है, पता मैं नहीं
Hi,
क्या
what are you doing?
आता है।
今日まかないの準備です。
So what's on today's menu?
今日はうどんです。ちょっと変わったうどんを。
Can't wait to see it.
So that sign behind me is really important. It actually tells you where the beef is coming from, and it even has the serial number.
Oh, the chef is doing stashori, ingredient prep for the day. And wow, she cleans the drain right away. Gotta appreciate that cleanliness. And now she does shitashori for the garlic, which is a key ingredient in many teppanyaki dishes. So what do you use the garlic for?
ガーリックライスの時に使うニンニクだったりとか、あとはスライスガーリッ
Are
ク。
you gonna slice it now?
これはこのまんま一回しまっておいて、使う時に切ったりします。
Hi, can I bother you?
Hi.
You look like the manager.
はい。
How long have you been working here?
私実は昨年からなんです。
So what's important when working as the manager?
大切なのはやはりお店のスタッフのコミュニケーションかな。あとやっぱりお客様を第一に考えないといけないから。
Got it.
Cool, they even have a private smoking area here so you don't bother the other customers. Okay, so I was actually looking at this tank behind me and I'm like, oh, I guess they don't have any fish. In fact, just right here they have awabi.
Oh, blades of steel! That's a real deal 16th century samurai armor worn by one of the top generals, Hoshie Maeda, sitting in the open.
भाई लिटरली बेस्ट बंदा भाई खाना खाते हो फॉलो फ्रॉम जापान
The restaurant actually has two separate restaurants, one on the second floor and the other on the fourth, and the workers share the load between the two. Today, Yuki is working mainly on the fourth floor, the Kobe beef specialty teppanyaki restaurant, but will sometimes help on the second floor as needed.
いらっしゃいませ。
In a typical Japanese teppanyaki restaurant, the chef cooks the food over a flat stainless steel grill right in front of the customers, so it's Yuki's job as a waitress to seat the clients, take orders, serve drinks and sides while also keeping the table clean. The food looks phenomenal sizzling on the teppan. Interestingly, it's often completely confused with hibachi, which in Japan is simply a circular heating container designed to hold burning charcoal. And teppanyaki itself in Japan is not known to be a flashy dinner performance, but a way to cook food such as steak, okonomiyaki, and monchayaki.
भाई बहुत थोड़ा लगता है भाई
Wow, it's before noon and the seats are already filled up.
Okay, so we are in the kitchen and you can see right here, this is the miso soup and those are the ingredients that when you pour the miso soup in, it's all ready to go.
In fact, it's typical in a Japanese restaurant for the rice and miso to be served at the same time as the main dish. So it's her responsibility to keep a keen eye on each table to ensure that the food is served on time. By the way, do you have any days off?
週1に休みぐらいですね。
And what do you do when you're off?
オタク活動をしてます。
Like what?
コラボレーションカフェとかイベントに行ったりしてます。
Cool, do you go alone?
一人で行く時もあるし、ネットのつながりでいろんな人と出会って一緒に遊びに行ったりもします。
Oh, how do you make friends online?
同じアニメが好きとか漫画が好きっていう人と語ったりしますね。
I see. Oh, I guess this salaryman is here for a quick lunch. In the city, especially in crowded business districts with many Japanese salarymen, it's common for restaurants during lunchtime to also prioritize a speedy and quick service, understanding that many office workers have short lunch breaks, so the restaurant staff need to be extra diligent when preparing and serving food.
So I think Yuki is going to be a little bit busy serving all of the customers. So let's go down to the second floor and see what's going on.
Oh, the chef's making their lunchtime hamburger. What's the key to a delicious hamburger?
焼き方ですかね。ハンバーグのそのお肉の水分をちゃんとしっかり残すように。
Cool. So Japanese hamburger is quite a bit different compared to the Western hamburger. For one, the meat patty is served with a side of rice instead of between two buns. Also, the patty itself is made to be juicier, and ingredients like onion, panko, egg, and flour are often used, creating a different flavor and texture profile. Wow, that smells amazing! Is it slowing down?
ちょっと落ち着きましたね。12時と1時過ぎにお客さんは来るかな。やっぱりお昼休みがそういう時間帯なんで。
Oh, I see. Yuki is also responsible for tending to the front register. In Japan, it's fairly common for customers to pay at the register, even more so during lunchtime, so it's normal to have a line of salarymen waiting to pay at the door. Oh, that's the Ryoshusho, an official Japanese unitemized receipt, often requested by Japanese businessmen for tax filing purposes. Oh, it seems like the last lunchtime customer has left. In Japan, it's very common for restaurants to close down for a few hours between lunch and dinner to clean up, rest, and prepare for the evening. Oh, she's recording the sales from lunchtime. How are the sales so far?
人数は思っ たより来てないんですけど、神戸のコースが出たんで、目標以上にはなってるかなと思います。
That's good to hear.
So this is awesome. They're about to have their makanai meal.
Yay, the workers' lunchtime! She didn't eat much for breakfast, so she must be hungry. At this restaurant, everyone helps out by cooking and serving their own makanai, a meal provided by the restaurant for the workers. It's a large part of Japanese restaurant culture for workers to eat together in this way. Makanai allows the workers a chance to talk, bond with each other, and it even sometimes gives rise to new menu ideas. A lot of the time though, the makanai meals are completely different from what's served on the restaurant's menu. Where are you going now?
ヨドバシカメラに買い出しに行きます。
Shopping for store supplies is also one of her responsibilities. Other than food and drinks, the restaurant also needs to purchase cleaning supplies, stationery, napkins, and so on. They often purchase in bulk
How the fuck
online,
मेरा
but
चल रहा
since
है
the
भाई, मेरे को
store
पता
is
नहीं
really
भाई.
close by, she goes in person almost every day.
But that's a good thing कि भाई copyright नहीं पड़
So
रहा. I
what
think
did you
that's
buy
a
today?
今日はパイン飴と紙袋
और
を
भाई
買ってます。
देखते रहो भाई, मजे करो भाई इसको पहले से.
I guess the dinner shift has begun and there's a customer already.
भाई ये देखो. भाई दे रहा.
So the restaurant reopens at 5
मैंने
p.m.
अपना
for
वो बिजनेस
dinner,
खोल रखा
common
तो
for
भाई
many
देख लो भाई.
restaurants in Japan.
और इसके
Usually
बाद एक
starting
और
slow
पड़ा
with
भाई
customers,
पीस.
but picking
2
up
पीस,
by
3
around
पीस,
6.
100 rupees bro. This bitch is crazy bro. This shit goes hard.
Another common requirement when working as floor
Sorry,
staff
guys,
for
sorry.
many Japanese restaurants is fluency in keigo, a system of honorific speech in the Japanese language to show a sign of respect, in this
What?
case to the customers.
Check
Even
color, bro.
difficult for many Japanese, especially without practice. Fortunately for Yuki, she
भाई मैं वो
part-time
मैंने
at a
सिर्फ स्ट्रीमर्स
restaurant
को देखा
even
भाई
though
ऐसे
the
करते हुए भाई,
university,
आज
which
तक मैंने
allowed her
ट्राई नहीं
plenty of
किया.
opportunity to
ओ
refine
भाई
her
पूरा
language
पिच हो रहा है मेरा
ability.
माइक. You know what? I don't care.
What's that?
खाते हैं भाई. I want to eat this bitch bro.
Nice! Apparently the restaurant is doing a collaboration with the Vocaloid producers to create seasonal menu items like this, and Yuki is the one who organized it. She says that as an anime otaku, it's one of her future dreams to create and run her own collaboration cafe. Although it's still a vague idea right now, she truly appreciates working for an owner that provides such an encouraging environment. I hope her dream comes true. Nice, they're seeing the customer all the way off to the elevator, known as Omi Okuri. Escorting customers is part of Japanese restaurant culture, as well as high-end department stores and even car dealerships. It's a sign of respect and gratitude for coming to their business. She says that during her time working as a full-time waitress, she learned the importance of reading and anticipating the customer's needs and acting beforehand. It's a large part of Japanese omotenashi culture, a deep and honest form of hospitality, treating customers with respect without asking for anything in return. One of the main reasons why in Japan, tips at the end of the meal are very uncustomary.
Okay, so the last customer is left. Now it's time to clean up the place.
Oh, it looks like Yuki is washing the dishes for the last time today. Although the workers started cleaning up when the customers slowed down towards the end of the night, now the team focuses all of their attention to closing up. Okay, it looks like Yuki is down on the 4th floor, but now she joins the 2nd floor to help finish up. Oh, she's cleaning out the beer dispenser. Apparently, the restaurant cleans each piece and runs water through the machine as part of their daily cleaning routine to ensure that customers receive the best quality beer each and every time it's served. Now she has to recheck the beverage inventory and place orders for the next day. Oh, so you're using the fax machine to place the order?
そうですね、ファックスで本当はネットでもできるんですけど、なぜかうちはずっとファックスで
So in Japan, fax machines even in this day are still being used not only in business offices but in restaurants as well. There are still vendors and customers who prefer fax. So as not to inconvenience them and to keep their business, Japanese establishments continue to offer fax support. Also, all the sales from today must be accounted for and recorded. At this point, the restaurant is almost ready to be closed, but since she still has a bit of extra time, she again makes use of it by doing some administrative work like making flyers, creating SNS posts, and so on. Nice, she's bringing home the leftover rice. Yay, finally done! Quite a long day, but for many Japanese who work full-time in the Japanese food service industry, the shift starts from when the restaurant opens until it closes. At last, she's made it home. Time for her to get her me time. But first, before dinner, she quickly plastic wraps the rice individually for freezing. Quite a common practice in Japan. She says this amount of rice will last her for about a full week. Now, time to get dinner ready. I guess today she's having the rice that she brought back with her, along with other food she already has in her fridge. You cook that fish
こ
yourself?
れはコックさんがまかないの時に作ってくれた魚の余りです。
I guess it's one of the advantages that you get to save on food when working at a restaurant. Finally, she gets to watch her favorite anime and enjoy her dinner.
So it looks like Yuki's gonna finish up dinner, and then after that probably watch her anime until 2 o'clock, at which point she'll go to sleep. That's pretty much a day in the life of a Japanese waitress. If you guys like this video, like always, help me out and hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more videos like this or anything related to Japan, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is a day in the life of a Japanese
Bro, what the fuck? इन्हें कैसे पता लग गया भाई? Which is second.
carpenter.
Bam, 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 bam. आइए
This is Eddie, 27 years old, living in Osaka, and she's just waking up for work. She's been living alone in this 2-story 5 LDK house for the last year. It's extremely rare in Japan to live in such a large house at her age, especially alone, but it's for good reason. It doubles as her office and a storage facility for her business. Soon though, she'll be renovating the entire space to use only as an office. So she's just about to move out. Eddie is an experienced daiku, carpenter in English, working tirelessly every day with a strong passion to build a future for herself here in Osaka. But being a carpenter wasn't always her dream. We'll get into that in just a sec, but for now, let's see what she eats to start her typical morning. I guess she's eating yogurt with nuts, banana, and topped with honey. That's healthy. Do you always eat brown bananas?
買いたては白いけど今日は一番売れてるタイミングやったから茶色いバナナになってた。
So Eddie originally wanted to become a nutritionist, so she enrolled in a specialized high school. But her dreams would come crashing down when her teacher told her that she could never become a nutritionist due to her atopy. Devastated, she dropped out, which led to a severe depression where she couldn't leave her house for months. Devastated, she crashing down when her teacher told her that she could never become a nutritionist due to her atopy. Devastated, she dropped out, which led to a severe depression where she couldn't leave her house for months. Finally, one day, her father, who works in construction, made her come to the construction site, which ultimately changed the course of her life. Oh, it looks like she started work already. What are you doing now?
と見積もりのチェックとネイルのチェックをします。
She recently started her own carpentry company called Hakotsukuru, which mainly renovates stores and houses. It's her sole responsibility to take care of the administrative tasks like project planning, resourcing, and preparing codes for clients. So what's most important when running a carpentry
一
business?
番はその人が何を求めてるかかなと思ってて、金額なのかクオリティなのか早くしてほしいとかっていうのを汲み取った上で最大のパフォーマンスをすることを心がけてます。
In Japan, only 3.9% of the population are business owners, and Eddie is one of them. So when she's not working at the construction site, she has to be able to quickly refocus her energy on the business side of things, such as HR, marketing, and so on, in order to keep her company running. Good morning, y'all. We are back with another day in the life. This morning has been a little bit crazy. It's been raining, it's been sunny, it's raining, now it's sunny again. So I'm super excited about this one though. We are gonna go meet Eri right now, and I'm gonna take you to her place. Good morning!
おはようございます。
Did you sleep well last
ぐっ
night?
すり眠れました。今日は、大阪市内で店舗の工事があるので早く寝ました。
Today, Eddie's going to the construction site with their team, which is slowly growing, all of them employees, plus one contractor. The team usually ride together from the office, so until they arrive, she loads the van tools and supplies as much as possible to not waste time. In Japan these days, the number of carpenters have significantly decreased by half compared to 20 years ago. And currently, 40% of all carpenters are over the age of 60. It's become a serious concern in Japan, but Eddie, unlike the younger generation avoiding the industry, wants to help spread her joy of carpentry to those around her. Do clients ever buy their own materials?
材料は自分で調達した方が値段が安いので、なるべくコストを削減するために自分たちで購入して現場に持って行ってます。
Ah, that makes sense. Oh, here comes the workers.
汗
That's the designer and her intern. Now that all the workers are here, they have a quick meeting and then get the day started. The construction site she's working today is about 20 minutes away from the office, but on the way, she needs to stop by the Zaimokuya, aka lumberyard. I guess they arrived a little bit early. Are you buying something?
来週から入る現場の材料を見に来てて、今からちょっといくつか商品買おうかなって思ってます。
Hey, what are you wearing?
空調服です。
It's extremely popular for construction workers to wear in Japan since many sites don't have AC. It blows air into the jacket powered by an all-day battery. Does it really work?
涼しいです。汗はかきますけど、体の熱は逃げます。
Okay, the lumberyard dealer is here.
そこから今中国産の
So in Japan, professional carpenters often prefer to purchase materials at a lumberyard compared to home centers. She says that the quality is completely different. For example, milled lumber at home centers are sometimes warped, while the lumber dealers can usually offer a higher end and more consistent lumber. Apparently though, Japan has been facing a drastic increase in price for imported lumber the last couple years as its overall supply decreases, while certain types of lumber are no longer available. At this point, both lumberyard dealers and construction companies are feeling the crunch.
ありがとうございました。
Did you find what you wanted?
いやー、見つかりました。やっぱり材料がないから高いな。
How bad is it?
2年前は90センチの180センチの板が1000円ぐらいで売ってたのに、今は2500円。円ぐらいで売ってたのに。
Finally, she's arrived at the construction site. So, what exactly do you need to do today?
今日はここの床、腰掛けれるベンチを取っ払って床をここまで広げる工事です。
She's also been hired to renovate the kitchen area, but she'll be doing that on a different day. So, how much does it cost to renovate all this?
ここの床を工事するのとこっちのキッチンをやるのでだいたい300万ぐらい。
How about only the floor?
20から40ぐらい。
Cool. The team breaks up into two groups, one to unload the van and the other to prepare the site. In Japan, it's critical that the areas surrounding the construction are returned undamaged, so the team will take extra care to install yojo, protective coverings like foam boards and plastic sheets so the walls and floors don't get scratched and debris doesn't travel outside of the construction area.
皆さん、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Now that the site prep is complete, Eddie has a short meeting with her team to review the tasks for the day,
足元良いか。足元よし。
as well as to perform a quick safety check.
安全に。
Soon followed by Rajo Taiso, a routine Japanese warm-up calisthenic executed to music in unison. All of this performed to focus the team, as it's critical for Eddie to deliver projects to her clients on time while keeping her team working as efficiently and safely as possible. Now it's time to get to work. And the first task is to dismantle the existing installation.
あ、じゃあ釘、うわ、わかった。下からビス揉んでるわ。
Is everything okay?
もともとこのついてるベンチがどんな取り付けの仕方かが分からへんから解体しながら手探りでどんな構造でついてるかっていうのを見つけないといけなくて。
I guess she needs to estimate this work in her planning as well.
あれやで、全部めくらんでいいんやで、みんなさん。
So Eddie's team is mainly made up of female carpenters, which is extremely rare, as women make up only 4.2% of all carpenters in Japan. Being such a minority, Eddie experienced firsthand many of the challenges working in a male-dominated industry. So when she formed her company, she knew that she wanted to create a safe and comfortable working environment for everyone, including women. Didn't need a jacket today, huh? There you go, just like NSYNC, all broken up. Yay, lunchtime! The team decided to go to a nearby restaurant to grab a quick lunch. In Japan, it's common for workers, including construction workers, to eat food from the konbini as it's quick, easy, and affordable. But Eddie prefers to eat at